G'day guys, Rick Williams, tips and ratings. Just our ratings wrap for today, the 26th of February 2015. We bet around 18.5 units and got back about 26 for a profit of around 7.5 units and 40% on turnover. It's a pretty good day. We only bet into 6 races. We passed on race 1 and 2 at Ballarat, and I had a couple of black bookers that came up at Hawkesbury, but they weren't really worthy of following up on, so we just sort of let them go. So yeah, pretty much a quiet day today, but a profitable one. So in the second, as I said, yeah, we didn't bet there. I had Cornrow at $1.45. I think he got out to around that mark, pretty close to the $1.40 or something. It was a bit too good. In the next race, we were quite lucky here. Frim & Firm was heavily backed and was held up for the whole straight on the fence, but clearly should have won. And we sort of got away with it here, but you need a bit of luck every now and then. And the winner was Posh Rock, who sort of sat fourth in the run and came home really good. We marked at $7.50, and $15 was taken early by some members. And we alerted this bet yesterday, so some good shopping there by the guys. We've used $11 for the sheet, and we also had Flying Echo, who led and just weltered late, going for a good result, but wasn't the B. So a bit of luck there with another runner having no luck. On to the next race, and La Cicciolina drew wide. They took the blinkers off and decided to bomb it out to last in the run, and look, it made a little bit of ground, but basically the damage was done. It was just way too far back. There was a handful of debut runners. We sort of didn't want to charge into them and didn't really want to charge into anything else. So just a bet there, and a disappointing, bit of a disappointing run. So I sort of thought we'd get a better run for our money on that occasion. On to the next, and we had Colours of the Wind. It was resuming. It opened $6.50 on course and drifted out to $13. Some members reported getting on at $15 to $16. It led all the way. The two favoured, or Zabrins was one of the favoured runners. It just couldn't run on. But did in the end, but was too far back at the top of the straight, and Mixed Hustler also. So it was a nice race for us there. A bit of a cheap play that ended up 2.8 out for 8.6 back and almost 6 units profit on the race. So that was a good one. On to the next race, and Gold Force. We put in the sheet 320. There's a fair bit of 340 or 360 secured yesterday afternoon, again, when we alerted the bets. This horse got over, led, looked like he stacked them up coming to the turn, and he was just a little bit too goody. He was quite heavily backed and got back out late in the end, and it was a nice win. Probably would have liked to see him win a little bit better, but going forward for, I guess, following the horse. But for us, we got a win out of him. Not a huge profit on the race, but we made 50% on our money there. Then on to race 7, and turned into a bit of an expensive race, this one, and we didn't get the result. A Million Tears, we alerted yesterday. There was plenty of 380 around, and it was a little bit tardy to begin, but look, it had every possible chance, and in the end just wasn't good enough. The winner, Your Divine Archie, got pretty close to the price, a few agencies, but wasn't quite there for us, unfortunately. And Demon just wouldn't go straight. Had it gone straight, it still probably wouldn't have won. And Savannah Moon stood a little bit closer, drifted a little bit further back, couldn't sort of get clear, had a bit of weight. It's a nice type of horse, so I'd sort of be pretty keen to follow that in a suitable race, probably around the provincials, especially when it gets out over a little bit further. So we bombed out there, and then we're lucky that we were able to get $9 of this Melodramatic early in the day. It was heavily backed in around $4.50, and came up the inside to win. So again, not a huge result there, just a small return, but we get our money back and a little bit. Cincinnati was a really good result. He ended up getting out to around 440 or something like that, and he ended up on the fence midfield. And I still think had he sort of not got held up and whatnot, I think he would have figured in the finish. Would he have won? I'm not sure, but he probably would have finished lengths closer. And it was a really good result. Basically, double overs, so 10 units. And yeah, Calibrate sort of, was 20 to 1 early and opened up a lot shorter on course. So that was sort of one we were able to find at a bigger price. It started a lot shorter, third on our class figures. So yeah, in all, not really a very busy day, and yeah, we sort of were around the mark all day again. Probably a race or two where we missed out on and got it wrong, but we found enough value in the other races to have our head finish above water. And depending on the prices, some members reported again profits up over 10 units for the day. So I guess it's always going to be the way. Some will get a price and some won't, and some will listen, some will won't. But yeah, it's been a pretty good little week for us, and we've got Moonee Valley tomorrow night, and obviously Saturday where we'll probably be focusing on just Caulfield. So thanks for listening, and all the best with your punting.